Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today's job, I've got a little project here I'm working on. I drew this up years ago with my CNC machine to carve out of wood. I've now converted it to I've actually ended up redrawing it in Fusion 360, or Autodesk Fusion as they call it now. I'm going to grab that 3D object, export it to Bambu Studio, and I'm going to show you how to colour it in. I've got the AMS set up on the machine here. It's going to be predominantly blue, white text, white on the outside with a little bit of red. There's some love hearts on there. You'll see that in a minute. That's going to be in red. I've got the AMS set up the colours. I've got white, blue, red ready to go. So there's various ways of colouring it in. It's a little bit of hit and miss with some settings and that, but we're going to export it now. Hopefully it works. Just as a side note, I did have the original font. I did a search for this online for the original font, excuse me. That font wouldn't print. I've put some questions out on forums. I've done a little bit of research, and I think it's if it's a serif font, it goes a bit thin. You probably need a smaller nozzle. I've got a 0.4 nozzle, whatever it is, but you need to change the font to a larger font. So what my advice to you is, before you get going, draw something up, do a little bit of text, export it into Bambu Studio, make sure the font prints properly, and then you'll need to experiment. Once you've found a font that you like and that prints properly, then you can do the rest of your text. Unfortunately, it's the way it works is that we can't always use the fonts we want, which is a bit of a shame, but I've got to go with this font, but I'm still going to get the job I want. But let's do that now. Let's jump on the screen and I'll show you what we're doing. Hopefully I'll keep this video as short and sweet as possible. I've drawn this up. Now if you want me to show you how to draw this up, please leave a comment below. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below and ask me, and I'll show you how to draw something like this up with text. It's a few circles with text and extruded. And then I've imported some love hearts, SVG love hearts. Now, I've showed you before, and I'm hoping this font will work actually. I've tried it with the original font, it didn't work, so I've changed the font to this. So I'm just going to go left click, drag it across. Oops, it missed a bit there. Left click, drag it right across. Grab the whole lot till it all goes blue. Combine. Over on the right there, click OK. I'm using the center scroll wheel to zoom in and out, by the way. Center scroll wheel. So that's done now. We could go File, top left there, File, 3D Print. Select the whole lot. Just one click, left click. Click on the right there, OK. You can see my default settings there. Export, STL, millimeters. I've already created a folder called the George Michael folder, and I'm going to go onto George Michael plaque, which is a different version I did, which didn't work quite well, but I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to go save. Already exists, but you obviously won't have that. Yes, 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 that's done. Then we're going to jump into Bambu Studio. Open Bambu Studio. You can see some projects I've been working on before. That one didn't quite work out because the font would not print. So I'm going to go, hence I've redrawn it. File, input, George Michael plaque. I'm looking at the date and time there. 1901, 12:51. So I know it's my latest one. Import that. Now, as you can see now, if I zoom in, you can see the font's a little bit thicker. Now I'm hoping that'll print better. It should do. Still looks pretty good. Right, let's try and colour this in, shall we? Now I think the easiest way now, I've got my colours already imported there. I'm going to go left there, sync. It will sync. My printer switched on. I've got to go device first. It doesn't like it. Right, I've got my colours on the right there. So go back to preview, right. Now what was that saying again? Sorry, right, resync. Right, all my colours are okay. I can get rid of this black, this PC. I've not got that loaded. These are the 4 colours I've got loaded. That's another video. Now I've got to try and colour it in before we go any further. I just want to do speed, quality, strength, infill pattern. I might sort that. 100% means solid. I'm going to leave that all alone actually. I'll leave it all alone. Let's just try and colour this in now. So we click on it, left click on it. Sorry. Go back to prepare. Left click on it, press colour. Now we've got colours there. Black, it's printed it all, it's filled it in with black, sorry, by default. Black, white, red. Red, blue, red. They're in order. Black, white, blue, red. That's right. I'm just checking my MS system, that's okay. Scroll wheel zooms in and out. Left mouse. It's a little bit different from your software. Check my spelling. Right. I want everything to be blue, so I'm going to go blue. I'm going to go to this height range. I'm going to go to fill first. Edge detection. Edge detection, if you vary the edge detection, a smart angle fill goes around edges and stuff like that. It's a case of trial and error, and that's worked pretty good. First of all, click that. I want the outside blue. I want the back blue. I want the inside holes blue, like so. That's looking alright already. So I can see inside the holes already blue. Use your scroll wheel. Well, if you move your scroll wheel about when you're doing this, try not to touch anything, because if you touch it, you'll end up colouring it. Right. Now, I need to do... It's very awkward to move it about, right, like so. Now I'm going to zoom in, drag it left, click down like that. Use the scroll wheel, press and hold it, and zoom in. I'm just going to... If you watch that there, watch my mouse there. I don't want that blue, I just want that blue. I want that blue. That blue. That blue. I'm hoping this font works this time round. Zoom in. Blue, 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 blue. If you wanted to go up the walls, for instance, you wanted that base blue, then you wanted the walls blue, I think you have edge detection. I think you alter smart fill angle, and that will work out how much to fill. It's a little bit hit and miss, as I said, but so far, so good. Press the scroll wheel in to move it. You'll see it getting there. I'm come away. You get there. No, I don't see that there. I don't want that. I want that. I don't want that. I want that. I don't want that. I want that. That. And try not to forget anything. When you go to slice this, it's going to do my, because I'm using AMS, it's going to do a little tower, a prime tower, I think it's called. And it should only do it in the colours I'm using, so it should only do the prime tower in blue, red and white. If it does any other colours, you've got some black or black, you've got black left over somewhere. Come on. It would be a good idea to save this. Press my mouse wheel in. Nearly done. Stick with me, stick with me. I think that's all right now. Have a quick look around. Oh no, nearly missed one there. Look at the A. Right, let's have a quick look. Everything done. Scroll wheel in and out. Press the mouse down. There. That's all the. Oh no, nearly missed that out. Look. Like so. Let's read it all, shall we? The Heritage Foundation Children's. Just checking everything's okay. That all done. Right. Now we need to do the white. Now white for this, I could do a height on here. I think this is all 2 mil higher. I'll do that afterwards, the red. So I'll click on white, and now I'm going to do this height. See the height range there? Height range, I'm going to go to 2 mil. Or 1.99. Let's see if we can do this, shall we? I'll make that 2. Tab. Now that's good. If I touch there, watch my mouse. If I touch that, it's going to do everything. I'll just come up slightly. There. First go. That's good. Now we need to do these in red. Now if I do height with red, click over the top right there, red. If I do height with red, obviously it's going to colour everything red. So I'm going to go back to fill on this, and I'm just going to press red there on the sides, red there on the sides. Now I'm going to press my mouse, just check. Yeah, it's detected a whole lot, which is good. Just looking round. That it's ready to go. I'm going to save that as a project. File, save project as. I've already got a project there. I always write now project, because I can always get mad at what's project and what's not a project. So I've started writing project before the name of it. So it's project George Michael Plaque. Now I'm going to slice it. I'm hoping, slice plate, I'm hoping that text looks pretty good. It's quite big, so it's going to be a long print, but I'm hoping all the text shows up. In the other font it didn't, it had pieces missing because the font was the wrong font. If this works, I'm going to press print. There should be a little prime tab at the top. I've not checked any settings yet. I might go back and check some settings in a minute. Let's slice this first, see what we've got. See how long it takes. I might alter the infill. So it's coming up with a weird warning there. The tower's in the wrong place, but the font looks actually brilliant. Right. So I'm going to go back to prepare. I'm just going to move that over. And click on that. And I've got a bit of black there. Is there any black? Ah, see that there? Right. Little tip for you. See the black there? It shouldn't have black. And if I zoom in, I can see a tiny, tiny black line. Black line. Don't want that. Right. This is what I've got to get rid of. Now, you may know better than me. There may be people out there that know I've got a better tip than me. But I don't want that black line. So now, I'll start again. Click on it. I'm going to colour it. I want blue again. I'm going to do layer height. Now it's made the whole lot blue. So I've still got black there, look. That's what... Why is that? Because that's that's 2 mil, right. Undo that. What's this one here? Sphere. I want to make that white. Click on white. That's better. Oh no, I've still got black there. Look, see right at the bottom. Oops. Right, I've clicked it. Right, if I leave that white, I think I did this before. Now I'm going to go on to blue. Now that also has to feel. I think that's what I did before. That's it. Different way of doing it. Right, now I've got to do all my blue again, which is a pain. So I'm on blue. If I remember right, that's the way I did it before. I did all the whites first. And then the blue after. The dark line is the outside, the small thin line you want. There may be ways of colouring this in Fusion. Well, there are ways of colouring it in Fusion. And then import it with the colours. I'm sure I saw someone say that somewhere. But it's all a learning curve. But mainly, the idea of this video, that's wrong. I have to remember to go back and change that. The idea of this video is to show you, let me just check, how to colour it in. And I wanted to show you how to check for colours that you don't want, which is basically you look for that prime tower. Whatever it's called. Now, have we got the whole lot there? And there's a bit there I missed. Well, I didn't miss. There was a bit I coloured in wrong. There you go. That there. It's going to be white, that bit there. Go on to white. Fill that in. Right. Zoom out. Let's just double check. Now we've got to do the love hearts. Ah, hang on. Go back to your blue. Fill that in. Blue, blue. And that one up there. Blue. Nearly missed it. Right, let's double check them, shall we? The Heritage Foundation. It all looks good to me. Obviously, I've got to do the love hearts. That's all blue there. It's all blue there. Right. Now I've got to do the red. Now, let's slice that. The tower shouldn't have any black in it. It should just have white, blue and red. If it has, then I'll save the project and then print it. Off we go. If it's got black, there's black involved somewhere in the project, in the colouring. You can see the up the top left there where it's going. So there you go. Now that's better. Now to move this along, use your scroll wheel, press it down and drag it over. Left mouse. There you go. I'll zoom in. There, it's got the layers of colours there. I could have done it quicker if I'd done it at different heights, but I didn't want it at different heights. So it's quite a large plaque that, but that's a 3 hour print. 3 hour 40 minutes. Gives me time to do other stuff. I'm going to zoom right in now, just double check. Bring your mouse around, double check. I'm really pleased with what it's looking. I might just, I'm going to try, but I've done it before, just so you know, I've altered the infill before. It doesn't tend to make much difference, but if I infill pattern, I'll leave it at 15%. You can drag it down less, but right now I'm going to go file, I'm going to save that. I'm also going to go file, save project as. Well, that will save the whole lot then, all your work you've done. There you go. I'm going to print that so it happens. It's using AMS, white, blue and red. Enable AMS, we're ready to go. That's switched on. I'll let that print and I'll show you the finished product later on. I've just popped back upstairs to check the print. I looked at the app and it looked like it's gone okay. It's been printed for a few hours, a couple of hours now actually. And it's getting close, it looked good on the screen. So popped back upstairs just to double check. I had some bits to do anyway. I printed it all at default settings and I'm gutted. It's got some melted areas. I think it's too near the edges, too near the fans or something. Maybe I can alter it by adjusting the fans, but I think I'm going to shrink it down slightly anyway because it's a bit too big. I'll show you, I'll turn the camera and I'll show you what I mean. I'm gutted, it was looking really good, but when I pull the camera back, look, you watch this, when I pull the lid back, you see it on the left there? It's all sort of melted and bubbled, which is okay because the white's not finished yet, the green is still, bloody hell, I'm getting the colours blown up. The blue in the middle looks great, but the blue on the outside looks rubbish, I can't have that. Same with the blue on the right there, you can't see it's a bit dark, because the printing head's in the way. The white's not finished yet, but I think I'm going to stop it. It's nearly finished, but it's no point going on with this, it's a mess. I'm going to stop this and I'm going to rescale it, I think it's too near the sides, I'm not sure. I'm going to rescale it, look at the settings, I think. Gutted. Just wanted to let you know, this is what I'm copying. This is like I think it's a plaque that's been put onto the school. Attended the sixth form here at Bushmead School. It's the school at George. I think Andrew attended as well, and it's like a Heritage Foundation plaque. So I'm doing like a replica out of PLA, printing that out, and see how it comes out. I've pretty much done it similar to that. And I think it's pretty much the same sort of size if you look at the size of the bricks. So should be a good little product. So the print finally finished. Let me just show you what happened. So the first one, by the way, this is a replica of a plaque at the Bushmead School where George Michael and Andrew originally first met. It's quite a well-known story if you're into George Michael and Wham and Andrew Ridgeley, etc. So it's a replica of the plaque I've drawn up. It started melting at the end there. I wasn't sure what happened, whether it got hot or overheated or whatever. I got a feeling it lifted. I discovered it lifted, but I discovered too late. So throw that one over there. Started doing another one, as you can see. Stopped it. Yeah, again it lifted. I wasn't sure whether it's something to do with the print, the bed being too hot or the nozzle being too hot. Then I saw it moving. I think it was on this one, the third one. I think it started moving and bubbling. There's some weird dirt in there, actually, just noticed. Whatever that is, I don't know. Picked up a bit of dirt in there, but it started moving about that one, so I thought, right, I've had enough now. I should have done it in the first place. I used glue. That's the glue that I used, Bambu Lab glue, on the textured plate. I think the idea isn't even this size that use. I'll also reduce the size, by the way. I'm going to go back out to another size. I'll talk to you about that in a minute. So in the end, I decided to reduce the size down. And I think if you're ever going to use something larger, virtually the full size of the plate, you're better off using glue. Anything small, you're better off using, I think it's called a brim in the Bambu Studio settings. Anything average, you're fine. I used glue in the end and it worked a treat. But then when this came off, I thought, that looked great. And I thought, you know what, that looks like a 7-inch record, a 7-inch single from the old days. And I thought, great idea. Let's scale it down to 7-inch to a 7-inch record, which I think is 180mm. I'll have to double check. So I'm going to go on to these, and I'll show you another little trick as well. It took a long while to print this. I think it took sort of just shy of 3 hours, 2.5 hours, depending on the size. So I'm going to go into Fusion. First thing I'm going to do in Fusion, I'm going to make these little love hearts 1mm bigger than the rest of it. So therefore it can print the blue, the white, and then I'm just going to do 1mm red colour, as opposed to it all being red. Excuse me. When it's all red like that, the head keeps going away and changing colours all the time. It takes a long, long time. So if you raise that object up, or an object up, and print it with one colour, it'll work a lot quicker. So what it should do, it should print blue for most of the base, then it should print the white, then it should print the red. And there's a little trick I'll show you in the studio with the prime tower. Then there's something I can show you if it's picking up wrong colours. So we'll do that now. I've done it on my laptop. I've reset it. I'm going to reset it and do it on here, and I'll show you. So we're just going to jump on here and I'll show you what I've done. Let's do that now. So back in Fusion, I've opened up my project. First things first, I might knock that up 1 mil. I'm going to see if I can raise that up 1mm. But I'll show you something that I've already done it. I've grabbed all these love hearts and I've made them bigger. I'm not going to scale it in here because it's easy to scale stuff in Bambu Studio. But what I've done, if you look, if I go like that, you can see they're a mil higher. So if I go inspect there, the bottom edge, look on the left hand side or the right hand side, so it's 7mm. If I go from there to there, it's going at an angle. It's not quite right, I don't think. If I go from there to this face, that's 3mm. Yeah, from there to there, it's 3. I don't know what I'm doing here now. And from there, it's 3mm. From there to there, 7mm. So you can see I've raised that up a mil higher. One way of doing it, I think if I go from there, zoom in a bit, from there, 1mm. If you look on the right hand side, you've got 1mm. So the distance in height from there to the end of Z is 1mm. So that's 1mm higher. That means I can paint it in red. So all this bottom, this will be white, this will be white. The top mil will be red. That way it saves the print heads going backwards and forwards. I'm going to try, I just want to check something. From there to there. Obviously I'm going to scale it in Bambu Studio, but that's 7mm. I want to see if I can just knock that in a mil on this. See how hard it is to knock that in. Do that like that. If I go on the right hand side here, cut. Just want to go 1mm. There you go. That 1mm will save me a hell of a lot of print time. Now I'm going to go up here and save. And then I'm going to go File, 3D Print, click on it, go like that. Go to my plaque, save. That 1mm, because it's still quite thick and solid, so I think I can get away with 1mm and it won't be too flexible. We can close that down now. So we're in Bambu Studio. I've just gone back into Fusion quickly and made it a bit smaller. Import, that'll be that one there. A bit late at night, look at me. Right, I'm going to scale it. I'm going to leave the thickness as 6, I'm going to leave that alone. So if I click uniform, it'll make the thickness small as well, but I'm going to make both these the same. I think it's 177, 177, tab. I'll leave that 6mm alone, I think. Now I can measure that. If I go measure from the top to the bottom, that's saying it's 5mm. I don't know why it said 6, right, it's 5mm, that's fine. I keep getting these errors. I'm not sure what this is all about. I'm going to click repair on the bottom there. So the internet is telling me that a 7-inch single is 177mm. So that's what I'm going for. I don't know, I've got to repair it. There you go. I'm going to move it to the front, middle slightly. Now I'm going to show you a way to colour this in quickly. Don't forget my roses are now a mil above everything they should be anyway. I just want to check something. Let me just show you something. So click on that. I want to go measure. I want to measure that to that. It's saying it's 5mm. Come off measure. Now I'm going to measure that to that. It's 5.998mm. So it's a mil higher, or 0.998. So remember that figure, right? Select our device. We've got the AMS loaded, so we're fine there. Go back to repair. So I'm happy with the size of it. I'm happy with the position of it. I'll show you a little trick. So I'm going to colour the whole thing in white first of all. So I'm going to go fill, white. I'm going to click on fill there. If I whack the angle up to 90, it fills the whole lot. Everything's white. This is the easiest way I found to do it. Everything's white. Right. Now I think that lettering, I can't remember what that lettering is now. Click on that fill, get them away from that. Now it's got black there, look. Why has it got black? We'll have a look at that in a minute. That'll go when we slice it, I think. So everything is white. Next stage was to do the blue. Right, so we go on fill. We click on blue. We've got a fill. Now we'll lower this down and see what happens. Alright, the back. Now I want some of this outside edge white, so I'll show you what I'm going to do in a minute. So that's all blue. Scrolling, you got to bear with me when I do this. I did it all before, I know. Don't forget you can click undo at any time. You got to get that inside bit. I find that if you make a mistake, just click undo. Otherwise you can get a little bit lost. Won't take long to get this done. Boom, boom, boom. Press the scroll wheel in. And then you can move it back. Oops, like there you go. I made a mistake there. So click top left hand corner, click undo. I'm rushing. Otherwise you get lost and you'll forget to go back and do it. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. I'll show you a little trick though in a minute, which is mainly what I'm back for. Bear with me while I get all these. To move it about, you press your scroll wheel in, hold it in, and then drag. Come on. Nearly done. Keep up, keep up. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, keep going. Done. Let's double check it first. Scroll wheel in. Right. There we go. Now that's that done. Right. And then I want to do my red. Now I know my red now is 1mm or 0.998. So I click on red, click on this height. I'll tap in 0.998, then tab. Oops, it didn't like that. 0.998. Is that going to work? If I go near the top, 6. So I think from there, what was that from there to there was 5, wasn't it? I've just got to go off that grey. Right, if that happens, click undo. Come on. Oh, that'll do. That's it. That's it, I reckon. I'll scroll in. Have one more go. See if I get more accurate. No, it's just there. 5.02. That's it. That is it. Now, watch this. I'm going to show you a little trick. Now, watch this little trick. So, if I do slice plate, I'll show you something. So, the tower should go basically blue, white, red. Right, you'll see the tower over here. The prime tower. I just want to show you a little trick. So, this is why it's handy to have the prime tower switched on. It's just generating infill toolpaths. I quite like the pattern because it's the same size. It's like a George Michael tribute. I've done it at the same size of a 7-inch record. So I've done these like circles. If you look, I've never printed like it before. It's almost like a circle. Now watch. I know what's gone wrong here. Like, I'll show you. Everything's looking good, right? Everything's looking good. Now why then? If you look, so it should print blue, white, and then red. Why have we got all these stripes? Right, I'll show you why. First of all, two things. I want a white there, and also if you look, I want blue there. I want blue there. Right, I'm missing blue. I forgot to do that. And also look inside. It's white inside. Right, that's why. So come back to prepare. That's why this tower, I want it blue, white, red. Right. So from there to there, watch this. So come back to prepare. So basically, click the object, click measure, click that, right, it's 2.998, right, hang on, let me just try something, click measure, click that, 2.002, right, I'm thinking, so this outside white, I want 2.002, right, so we go fill, white, 2.002. I can't do 2.002. So I'm going to go to the outside edge. Just not there. There, I think. Alright, now I'll show you again once more. I've done that. Now get off this, click on that. Now I'm going to slice it. It's still not right, so I'll show you something. Bear with me, please. I know it's taking a little while, but you're learning something all the time. Generating slices. I'm going to save this and then I'll go to bed. We'll print this tomorrow. 25%. Come on. There may be an easy way to do this. There's a wiki there. Look. Did you know you can split a big object into small ones for easy colorizing or printing? Now, that tower's still got white there. See this? So you got white there, red on top. See the white there? Why? Why has it got white and blue? White and blue, white and blue. I know why. Because if you look inside this hole, it's white all the way inside. Right? Here, in this hole here, it's white. So we want the bottom half blue. So we come back to prepare again. I'm just doing long-winded here. Measure that, measure that, measure that. It's 2.998. So we want to infill blue. So we go to colour, blue. We're on the right thing there, height range. 2. Don't think it'll do 2.998, will it? I'll try it, shall we? I go here. Now let's have a look at that hole. Has it done anything? Yeah, see the blue in the hole now? I think we can do section of you, look. This slide is so there, see it? Right, let's try it again now. I'm going to save this top left, save it. I'm going to go file, save project as. I will save it again in a minute. George Michael Plaque. Cancel that, hang on. Project George Michael Plaque, small. Now, if we slice it, this tower should be in the colour coordination we want. And that gives you a clue then. So it should be blue, white, red. If there's any colours mixed up in between, something is wrong. There you go. There you go, look. Blue, white, red. That tells us we've got blue, white, red. And it also tells us our layers are correct. If you look inside that hole, blue, white, scroll out, red on top. I've got all the seams at the back, so that the seams are at the back there, all the back of the letters there. So that's your sign there, ready to print. Awesome, loving it. And that's the size of a 7-inch single. I'm hoping, I've never done these circles before, so I'm hoping they're going to print right. I'm hoping they're going to print well. And look at that, it looks like a record there. Well, it'd be good if you could make those slightly wider. Obviously, it's not perfect circles because you can get some weird stuff going on here, but so I'm going to save that. I'm also going to go save project as the Project George Michael plaque small because it's slightly smaller. I'm happy with that. So what I do now, while I'm quickly here, I'm going to go print plate. I'm going to send it to the printer, then I'm going to stop it, take off that time lapse, then I'm going to stop it. I've already got glue on the printer, by the way, from before. It lasts for a little while. It's a bit tacky, hopefully. So I'm going to start printing this, then I'm going to stop it. When I'm out tomorrow, I can run it through the app automatically. So I'll wait for it to download. And what you do then, start the print, stop the print. On my app when I'm out and about working tomorrow, I can go on the app history, and it'll be the last one in my history. I can click print, keep an eye on it on my phone. That's the plan. I've got my white loaded, I've got the blue loaded, I've got the red loaded, and it's looking pretty good. So I'll wait for this to start, then I'll stop. It's the only way I know so far how to do it remotely. So it's downloading 100%. So it's just starting, right? I'll stop that, I'll look at my app, and it'll be on my app. Excellent. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later when it's finished. Finished. Got in today, and this finished printing. It's the size of a 7-inch record. I did the circle on the surface, just make it look like a record type effect, because it's the size of a 7-inch, being it's a George Michael plaque. I've never done it before. It looks okay. You've got all the circles, but you've just got this little ripple effect here for some reason. I mean, I might make it a little bit thicker. I've ordered it down to 6mm thick. That's 5mm thick, so 6mm where the love hearts are on there. One thing I did do to make it speed it up, as I said in the at the beginning of the video, you got the blue there, your white, and then your red just on top, the top millimetre. So it's a shame really because you haven't got the red on the sides of that. I don't think you see that love heart. You've got the red on the sides, but it prints so much quicker like this. So I think it's okay. I wonder why that printed that blue like that. I'm having trouble with this blue actually. I wonder if I can try a different blue filament. But I'm going to print another one. I'll get one going right now, I think, see what it comes out like, so I'm happy with that. It's just this blue filament. What make is that? I think that's the... I'll just check the make this filament and I'll be back. I can't actually read on there who it's by, which is a shame. I think it's the blue, it's not the Bambu Lab one, but it's on a plastic spool. So it's either Sunlu or eSun. I mean, it's a 3D printed product, so you're going to get some bumps and ripples. I've got the texture on the back. I'm not sure what to do about that. Anyway, tiny ripple there. I don't think you can see that. Anyone out there's got any ideas, let me know. As I said, I did the circles this time, the infill, to see what it come out like, to give that record effect. It's come out alright. I like it. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and any questions you got regarding Bambu Lab printers or the Fusion or the AMS unit or the colouring it in, just ask away. I'm going to jump on the computer now and draw some bits up. I'm on a Facebook group I think it's Bambu Lab for beginners, and someone's asked about drawing some bits up, and I thought I'd have a little go at drawing them up myself. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.